In my 7-day forecast. We got an issue this morning with some freezing rain in some spots before we do warm up, and that warmth will come at a price. There's going to be some gusty winds tonight into tomorrow morning. Wind advisory up in Jefferson County. Wind warnings in western New York, gusts to 50 or 60. I think locally about 40-mile-per-hour winds tonight and tomorrow morning. There you can see the winds beginning to ramp up as we go towards the midday in the hills to the south. Just a slight breeze in Syracuse, but 35, maybe 40 miles per hour in some of these hill towns. Our winds really picking up tonight through tomorrow morning, and then as we get towards tomorrow afternoon, still breezy but not quite as gusty. So I can't rule out in some spots a tree branch coming down, an isolated power outage. Also watch out some slick spots during the early morning in the Finger Lakes and mid-morning to late morning as you go further to the east. I don't think it's a concern around Syracuse and points west and northwest, but in some of these areas we're going to have a brief light icing. It's light precipitation that's coming in. The rain does pick up, and when it does so, we're going to be warmer as we get towards late morning and midday. Kind of a raw rain. There'll be a brisk wind, 5 to 15, gust to 20. Moderate soaking rainfall with upper 30s. That's pretty yucky conditions. Many would rather have some snow. Now, the rain does start to abate, taper some late this afternoon going into the evening with that milder air along with the gusty wind. You can see there's the threat for some ice to the south of Syracuse, and I think a lot of these areas to the east are going to have a light glazing of ice with a more serious threat in the high peaks of the Adirondacks. Some sleet and freezing rain there adding up. So travel not going to be nice up there in northeastern portions of the state. Mostly rain. It's sliding on in during the late morning commute for Syracuse. Early morning commute in the Finger Lakes. We're already seeing it moving in, but jumping well into the 30s and eventually the low to mid 40s later this afternoon. Notice the rain breaking up towards the evening commute somewhat. And further drying going into the evening, and that'll allow our temperatures to spike with the wind coming in out of the south, quite gusty. 52. Ooh, it's going even warmer now, our computer model. By morning, we're close to 40 and going down from there into the upper 30s. Rain and snow showers are going to be scattered, generally light. There'll be some developing lake effect snow east of the lake, especially up on the Tug Hill. 1 to 3 inches during the daytime up on the Tug Hill, an inch or less for the lower elevations. Nothing around Syracuse. Now, as we go into tomorrow night, that drops southeast of the lake. A coating to an inch of snow is possible Friday night. So our 7-day forecast, we've got a lot going on with this fairly large storm, but it's mostly rain and wind. Watch out for a brief period of ice in some spots during the morning commute through the midday further to the east. But we'll go over to that raw rain. The winds are going to increase, hit 44, eventually 51 towards midnight, and then we start to come down tomorrow with those rain and snow showers and still some gusty winds in the first half of the day. A brisk wind early on Saturday, but then calmer winds during the afternoon. We break out into some sunshine after morning flurries, 34 seasonable chill, and close to 20 to start Sunday. Lots of sunshine there, mostly to partly sunny on Monday. Mid-40s, we stay right around there, mid-40s, 10 to 15 degrees above average for Valentine's Day. Brandon?
All right, thanks, Mike. Time now for our Capture CNY picture of the day. Well, look at this beautiful sunset over Clay.